Good evening. Hey, my name is Andre, and I wanted
Excuse me, will you state your last name too for the record?
Hammond.
Thank you.
I wanted to address this issue that has been going on for a while in Phoebus, Virginia, because I'm from Hampton, and I live in Phoebus, Virginia, and we got a lot of veterans down in this homeless, and you know, it strikes me as odd that these individuals went out there and sacrificed their lives and limbs to try to help protect this country. But now they are here sleeping on the sidewalks. One of my partners, he has died. I'm not a veteran, however, but I do understand their struggle because ain't nobody struggle no different than the next. So what I strive to do, I'm trying to, put this out there now because homelessness is an issue. Everybody deserves to have somewhere to lay their heads at nights. To be able to go somewhere where they can lay down and be comfortable. And not have to sleep out there in the elements. But however, that ain't everybody's story at this point. And it seems like it's being ignored. And this is where I feel that we as a people can come together and try to rectify the situation. Because neither of y'all will want to go through that. Like I said, I'm out there with them every day, so I know what they're going through. And I empathize with people's, pain and things of this nature. Now I understand, okay, yeah, they get a check every month, but everybody don't have the same issues. Everybody's not responsible enough to do the same things that some other people might be able to do. And I just feel like, we can't leave these people behind, man, because we sit there and worry about Ukraine, we worry about all these other nations that's going through something. We got an issue right here in America. So before we help somebody else, we gotta help ourselves. Now, the thing is, you gotta lead by example. So if I'm sitting here and I get my program together, then that might encourage you to get your program together. But me just simply preaching to you, that's another story altogether. Because like I say, words are meaningless. I mean, you can talk to a person till you turn blue in your face. But at the same time, you need to be able to lead by example, and that's where, I feel like the homelessness issue in Hampton.
Your time's expired.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you.
And I'll ask the city manager to address this, but there was a time that there was a special voucher for veterans called VASH vouchers. So would you please?
Yes, I was going to mention that. Thank you for the lead in, Mr. Mayor. There is a special voucher that the federal government provides. It's similar to a Section 8 voucher, but it's called VASH voucher for short. They're designated specifically for veterans who have served our country. They are administered by our Redevelopment and Housing Authority, which is run by Rue Mott. We can make those vouchers available when we identify veterans who do want to be housed. Sometimes, frankly, when we reach out to some homeless veterans, they don't want to be served. And that's really hard for us as caring individuals to understand. But many times there's mental health issues that are at play. So what we have is an outreach team that will go out and check on the homeless on a weekly basis. They are able to do that most weeks. Some weeks, for various reasons, they don't get out there. But we constantly try to intervene, get them connected to services with our community services board, which can help with mental health. And then if they will accept the help of being housed, we can apply the VASH voucher. Now, we do the same homelessness intervention for people who aren't veterans, but the veterans are easier to place, frankly, because of those extra federal resources. So it's always best if people can help us. If you'd like to partner with us to maybe you form some relationships and you know some people that are ready to accept the help, we'll be glad to work with you, but we will continue to do our outreach as well. If I might, real quickly, Mayor, I'll just say that At our next council meeting in September, in the afternoon session, we're going to be doing a full report on our Office of Youth and Young Adult opportunities, the various things we have been doing with grant money. Mr. Boone didn't quite get the numbers right, but we're going to go through all the numbers next time. I will say the $4.6 million that Congressman Scott secured for us, we're very, very thankful. It has not yet arrived. The federal fiscal year starts in October, so we should be getting that soon. None of that has yet been spent. We did not get a special appropriation from the Biden administration for youth violence or adult violence. Council decided to dedicate some of the ARPA funds that we received to various organizations that are working in the community to help prevent and intervene with violence. And we have allocated that money. The money can be spent over, well, it was a total of 3 years. It had to be obligated by a certain date and spent down by another. And many organizations requested 3 years of funding and were allocated it, provided that they meet timely accountability reports and show progress with people in our community. Others applied for and only got 1 year funding, but we have allocated out, whether they're getting it all up front or over 3 years, the money that the council set aside from that ARPA allocation. And again, we were already scheduled to do a briefing at the second meeting in September with that. I don't have all the numbers memorized, but we will do a full accounting of the funds.